Hey everyone, for this Zoo Week video, I'm going to show you how to make a panda without using any scissors. So first, you'll need some black and white, obviously, for your cute little panda. And then I'm choosing red as my background. You do whatever you like. Then you'll need a glue stick so that we can put everything onto our background. A cup of just a little bit of water, not too much, and a Q-tip. Right, so we're going to start with our Q-tip, piece of white paper, and our little cup of water. And for this trick, you're actually going to use your Q-tip like a pencil. So dip it in the water, and then we're going to draw the body of our panda first. So just start here towards the top, and I'm going to make a big oval. And the point of the water is to soften up the paper just a little bit so that we can go ahead and rip the paper with our hands instead of using a scissor. So go ahead, trace it until you're happy. That's pretty good. And then I'm just gonna go for it. Now you gotta start away from the water, of course. As I get closer, it's gonna get a little bit easier for me here. And look at how it's coming out. Do you see that? I always think it's easier to do things in parts. So once I've got a little bit ripped, I just kind of get rid of that extra paper. Look at that. It's going so easy. You just get kind of like a nice natural edge on the circle instead of that perfect scissor cut, right? Sometimes it's kind of nice, especially since we're doing a zoo theme. It's nice to have a natural feel, right? And look how easy that was. Now, of course, you can go ahead and go back, get any of the extra off, and then we're just gonna place this to the side while we make the rest of the parts. Okay, now with the black paper, I wanna make two little short feet to go right there, and then two longer arms to go across the middle. So I'm gonna go ahead, dip back in the water, and I'm gonna use the bottom of this to start my feet. And I'm just gonna go with two little bumps. There we go. And same technique as last time. Make sure it's wet enough, but not too wet. You don't want to ruin the paper, right? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and rip along the line. One foot. 2 feet. Make your little adjustments. And then I always like to test it out. See how I feel about it. They're pretty small. But that might be exactly what I'm looking for, right? Let's see. How do I feel about that? Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay. Now for the arms. Also gonna use the edge, and I'm gonna make them a little longer because I want his arms to be crossed in front of him. So back to the water. Starting up here. Down and up. And then one more, just like it. Down, around, and up. I finished my arms, and then I'm gonna just go across right there. Now, if I wanted to make them longer, definitely could go back and do that. but I think that works. Now, all I need is 2 eyes and a little nose. So, same thing. I'm gonna go for 2 circles for the eyes first. And honestly, make them a little bigger than you think. Because in this case, it's always easier to go bigger and then make the eyes smaller if you need to. But if they're too small to begin with, you gotta start all over again. All right, there's my eyes so far. Of course, I'm gonna edit those just a little bit, but the nose, I'm gonna try my very best to make it like a little upside down triangle. I'm sure you're familiar, similar to, you know, when we draw our cat nose or something like that. There's my little triangle. And I've found, as I've gone through this project, that if I do like 2 or 3 layers of water, carefully, without ruining the paper, it does help me rip it easier. Well, let's try that. Oh yeah, see? Almost too easy. There we go. Now, what do we need next? All right, if you guessed that we're missing the ears, you're right. Definitely need 2 ears. And for this, I'm just gonna think of 2 big round ears, and I'm gonna use the black paper again. And remember, let's go a little bigger than we might think. And 2 ears. And like I said, I'm gonna go over it twice with the water because honestly, it helps. All right, as you're ripping the paper, just make sure you take your time, right? The water helps, but it's not a perfect strategy. I got 1 big, huge ear and 1 smaller one, so I think I'm gonna edit this one down just a bit. Just a bit. I still want it to be round-ish. There we go. Now this one's a little broken, so I'm gonna edit that one. Okay, now we check. We double check that everything is in the place we want it to be. I got arms, I got feet, eyes, and a nose. So it's time to grab my background and my glue stick, and we're gonna carefully get started. Step, take your egg looking thing, put some glue on it, all the way around the edge, some in the middle, and then you decide where do you want your panda in the picture. Mine's just a nice portrait, so I'm gonna go right in the middle. Smooth it down and move on to the feet. All right, there's the last piece. Put the ear on there, and then your no scissor panda picture is complete. Of course, if you got a pen nearby, put your artist's signature down on the bottom. And I usually like to put the year. Here we have it. Have fun.